Alright guys, God's Vessel here with another Ninja Gaiden segment 2 Master Ninja walkthrough. Here we are on chapter 14. So, we have some pretty interesting enemies to fight here. By interesting, I mean extremely annoying and irritating, but I'll allow you guys to watch this glorious cutscene. Then I'll come back.
Are you going?
I am.
Your father will recover. But his condition remains grave.
I see.
Master Ryu, please, take this.
The Eye of the Dragon.
It was your father's wish that I bring it to you.
This will help. Ayane, stand back.
The true dragon sword.
It sure is. Alright, so here we are, chapter 14. If you did not upgrade the dragon sword all the way, once you push the Eye of the Dragon in the dragon sword, of course, it becomes a true dragon sword, which takes it to level 4, I believe. I think it's level 4. Yeah, I think that's how that works. Level 4 for the true dragon sword. Now, of course, again, in the walkthrough or in the chapter challenge, I have the dual blades because this is the chapter challenge. And when you play, of course, chapter challenge, you have all the weapons maxed out. But if you are playing this through the normal story mode, then you won't have the dual blades with the true dragon sword yet. So yeah, my first encounter here are my favorite. You can hear them howling right there in the background. The dogs, the fucking dogs. So you see right there, don't go charging down there because you get right to the top of the steps, that triggers the spawn for them. So you get really close for it to trigger, and then I would strongly recommend using this this hammer right here or the scythe, but I think the hammer has a better AoE for the dogs. Can even trigger the save point. See this? Look at this shit. Man, this is so irritating. The dogs wouldn't be that bad if they didn't flip mid-air while they were in air, on air. But because they can, and I think he can grab you like from mid-air too. Like if you jump and he jumps, he can grab you mid-air and kill you. I got lucky right there as I pulled the arrow out. That was not part of the plan, but at this point I'm like, if I have to burn through my nippos to kill him, then I'll burn through whatever nippos I have to kill him, and then I'll worry about supplies later on. I think after this fight right here, it's like 4 more dogs you have to take care of, so this opening part of the chapter really tests your patience. We got more dogs coming in. And again, you can just hear them spawn in. If you have your game volume set right, you can kind of walk around and hear them spawn in. Like, be quiet here. You can listen to them spawn in. Yeah. Even though you could see them spawn in right there, you know, the earlier encounter, you saw me go to the top of the steps. And it's just a matter of listening for them and preparing for the attack. And like right here, I'm like, yeah, I found a little safe way to fight them, so I'm going to keep it up because these guys, even if one of them, you know, Master Ninja, if just one of them jumps on you, that's it, you know. Yeah, eat shit. Hate the dogs, man. Hate them. Now, right here, you have a fight with the Tenju brothers. You can kill the blue one, I think, but you can't kill the red one. And I always recommend the Tonfas for fighting these guys right here because of the agility it gives you in between attacks, or should I say the mobility it gives you in between attacks. If you time it right, you should always be okay with this guy. And the red one will always run off. You can never kill him. You do fight him at the end of the chapter. But fortunately, you can kill the blue one right here. So just take your time with him. You don't have to rush. The red one doesn't come back. It's just you and this guy, so you get to 1v1 him. And throughout fighting these birds, I never found the red or never found the blue one to be as... Yeah, watch out for this right here. Now, this attack right here has a pretty wide AoE. If you can get far enough away in time, I recommend just burning a Nempo for the iframe, because of course if that hits you, then it will kill you. I think it does. I'm like 90% sure it will kill you. At least we put it this way. When I've been hit by it, I've died most of the time. So just try to avoid that right there. But yeah, the blue bird doesn't seem as aggressive as the red one. So the red one's more of a punk. So just be patient when you're fighting him right here. And then right here in this fight, if you have any Nempos at all in your inventory, or not in your inventory, like in your inventory, I guess, go ahead and use them, because there's a spot coming up right around the corner from this that will allow you to resupply all your Nempos. Not your what am I trying to say right here? Not the ones you can save, I guess, in your inventory, but the ones in your immediate use, like the ones at the top of the screen. If you have any of those, just go ahead and use them. But don't burn through the ones in your inventory that you can save up in your backpack, because like around the corner, it's a little target, I guess, dummy you can shoot. It'll give you a Nempo back, and most people don't even know about it, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute after I fight the Resetsu guys here. But the flow of this fight right here is just about isolating them and going for the D-limb, and then finishing them off with the OT. And you see me throughout the chapter make a habit, even if they are beheaded, still go for the iframe. Just make it a practice for your flow of fighting. That way, in case someone's around you that can damage you, you have the iframe that will save you. Yeah, just kind of ignore the other one. Unless he's about to grab you, don't even bother with him. And then, of course, the jump right here. Just run away from that. Just you and me. The Resetsu fight isn't too difficult. He's really easy to trick into a pattern of attacks, as with most enemies, but he only has a couple. That 3 hit right there. He has the grab. Then he has the little, ground pound. So just manipulate his attacks. Just stay close to him, and you can, get him to do whatever you want him to do. Just be sure to dodge the grab. Now, like right here, the game tells you to go inside, but I'm going to show you the little target dummies you can shoot. This is why I was saying you can go ahead and burn through your Nempo, because these 3 target dummies give you essence, health, and of course your Nempo back. So just shoot them until they go away. Well, for the essence or for the Nempo, don't shoot that until it's used up, because you can use these 5 right here, go in and use 2 more, and then come back and get the rest of them. So it's quite a few in there you can take out of there. So, burn 1 or 2 of them, or shoot 1 or 2 of them, and then get your essence filled up or your Nempo filled up, and then go save like I'm doing right here. So the next encounter you will have, your full Nempo. And that's what I was saying about just go ahead and just, you know, burn it right there, and then you can go back and you can resupply again. Now, I think once you go up this ladder coming up here, you can't come back down. I could be wrong, but I don't think you can come back down. So before you go up the ladder, go back to the targeting post, and you see me do it right here. Oh shit, hold on. First, let's put the flails on. Okay. It's like that unwritten rule in zombies: stay at your own window. And in this game here, when you open the chest, put the flails on no matter what. So even if you don't like them, you guys heard me say that plenty of times by now. Put the flails on when you open any chest, And like, yeah, right here. So you see me go back, and that's why I was saying just burn the Nempo, and you can shoot again and resupply. And of course, because I didn't take any damage, I'm going to go back again. I know it's a little boring to watch or repetitive, but I'm going to go back again and save. That way, if I die in the next encounter, I can just respawn, and this will all be cleared off of me. I'll have full health and full Nempo. So that's why we go back here. I don't know what I'm looking for right here. I guess the ladder. And so, yeah, so you can't go back up there. So I was right. Now, this right here is actually a big mistake. And the reason why I say it's a mistake, because you saw me open that chest right there. And when I opened the chest, I already have full Nempo. So there's no point in opening it. And two, there's a fight right around the corner right here, and you can come back to the chest. So you'll see me save, and I'll go and I'll get into the fight. And then I burn Nempo, but then I don't have a chest to refill it. And I didn't think about it until after I did it. But of course you have me here with the video, so you know not to open the chest until you clear these two fights. And you can just burn all 4 of your Nempos right here, and then go back and, you know, save, and then open the chest, or open the chest then save. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you don't open the chest first and come in here like I did right here, because you just wasted it. And that's part of the reason how, like, right now you, oh shit, that guy was great to grab me, and right here you see me throw him into the water. The wall didn't kill him, the water killed him. So perfect demonstration is how the water can kill any ninja. You throw him in there. But you see me right here, how I'm not using any kind of Nempo, and it's not a difficult fight. It's just the fact that I know that I can't really use anything because I don't have any way to resupply it. And I have an extremely long fight ahead of me coming up. So again, this fight, burn your Nempo, then go back to the chest. I want him to get back up so bad right there. And remember, when you're in the water, you just press triangle or square, and the character will do an attack that will propel him forward to go a little bit faster. This guy was a little too happy here. Now, I didn't like the flow of things right there, so you can't use your Nempo in here, but use it sparingly because you have a long ways to go, a very long way. I thought there was something in there. I guess I just opened the door, but yeah, this right here is literally an uphill battle, and there are no save points until the cutscene. I think there might be one, but I'm almost confident that there are no save points. So you got to run this entire fight right here, and then the next one after the cutscene is even worse. So yeah, so test your patience. But as does this entire difficulty, so. And as you can see, there's a guy back there. Now, he spawns in like that. So whether you Nempo or not, that guy will always be in the back throwing the explosive shurikens at you. So look out for him. Tried to get the grab off on me. We're not having that. I was hoping that we catch him, but I guess not. So yeah, side to up here, there are 2 enemies that spawn in injured. So the one I just showed you, and then this guy right there. Those guys will spawn in injured. So why can't I OT this dude? If he kills me, when we go off. Okay. So yeah, there's 2 guys that will spawn in that are injured on this mountain, and you can either go for them first or you can take them out last. However you want to do it. I like his music in the background. I think it's called Lost Civilization. All right, let me stop humming. And usual, our ghost fish in the chest. Trick no good. There's a surprise attack right here around the corner, so be prepared for that. Asshole. I wonder if this game came out for PC. It probably didn't, though. That was kind of random, but... Okay, so looking back on it now, I realized that I was mistaken earlier when I said that there was no save point. Here's your first save point. So from the top of the chapter up to this point, obviously there is no save point until you get here. So yeah. But either way, that's still a long way to go without having any kind of save point in there. So it does put the pressure on you not to die. These guys are just being annoying here. Sometimes these little orange dual-bladed guys are just, they're more of a nuisance than anything. Doing too much, buddy. See his other friend in the background running interference, throwing a shuriken. The attack ninjas work the same way. They'll sit in the background, they'll shoot, and then one guy will grab you. And then here's the cutscene right here I was telling you about, how no matter what you do, they you can't kill them all. So it's more of a matter of survival. Man, I actually can't kill anybody here. Okay, there we go.
Masa.
I sense the stirring of the Archfiend.
Mm-hmm.
It's a calamity, the likes of which I've never seen. But I'll never reach the top with these old legs of mine, so I've been waiting for you. I'm glad you made it. I'd expect nothing less from a dragon ninja. Long ago, your ancestors imprisoned the Archfiend deep within this mountain. Now, that job is up to you. Here, take this. You'll need your strength.
Could say thank you. So yes, this next encounter, this I am certain of. There is no save point in here. So between now and the end of the chapter, if you die, it's it. You got to start over from that cutscene right there. I have died several times trying to get to the end, and it wasn't like terrible, but it was just, irritating, keep dying. And I'm sure you guys didn't want to see me die, about 5 or 6-ish times on this scene right here. I think most of the problem comes in either here or before you fight the Tenju brother. So, man, just patience, calculation, coordination here. What you should be doing is going after the Sage Ninja. That guy right there, yeah, him. He should be your priority in here because he can do the most damage. I think if the Pillar of Fire hits you, it's like an instant kill. So he should be your priority in here, and then the rest of the guys should follow up. But you do want to avoid trying to take as much damage as possible, because right there I was forced. Well, either way, you can come in this corner and pick this little grain of life up right here. So if you do take damage, if you have one in your inventory, you can spare it good. That way you can go into the next encounter with your maximum health. So don't worry about not using it in this fight right here. And because I know there is a gauntlet coming up, I'll take my chances with the Nimpo before I would the actual health. And plus I have, max dreams of life, so it's not too much of a concern of mine. Just couldn't leave you well enough alone. And I wasn't even gonna bother him. I was trying to run away from him, but you kept following me. Good riddance. And just doing this fight right here, you just want to try to go for as many UTs as possible. Not to the point where you get yourself killed. Oh shit, yeah, get him. Not to the point where you get yourself killed. But the more UTs you can pull off, the more enemies you can eliminate without taking damage. And you want to target the Sage Ninjas, but if you can't get him in the UT, just kill everybody else. And then you can solo him after the fact. Like, see, the fireballs, they do a lot of damage, but the pillars that come out of the ground are way more damaging. I think they instant kill you, so. Yeah, and so there was health on the ground right there. I could have used that health for a OT or a UT, but I figured I would just use it. He's trying to grab me right there. You gotta watch the Claw Ninja because he's super sneaky. And then the thing with the Claw Ninja is that when he goes on the ground, when he comes out, he's gonna always try to grab you. So run away from him until he comes out of the ground. Especially if he comes out of the ground near your character. And like right here, you see me mid-fight shooting the arrow. That's not planned. It's not planned. So you don't have to shoot the arrow in the middle of the fight. I don't know why my character was doing that. Oh, I know what it was. I'm trying to jump and shoot the arrow and the button input. If anyone's played the team missions, you know that this game has a real serious issue with the button inputs where you're trying to, move your character or sidestep, and Ryu will kind of just stand there and take it. So it's a similar issue there sometimes with the button input where you're pressing jump and then the R2 for the arrow. If the jump doesn't go through, then it'll appear like I'm just standing there shooting arrows, but that's not the plan, so don't do that. Yeah, and they were getting kind of close there, so we don't want to take any chances. And sometimes during the fight, you can kind of feel when things are getting out of hand. So if you feel that things are getting out of hand, then use your Nempo, but try to, go for, saving them. Try to save everything. But I had a pretty good pacing during this fight, but the 2 times you saw me use, look at this dumb shit right here. Man, that forever reminds me of the developers thinking this was Call of Duty. If I want to get blown up, I'll go play Call of Duty. I'll go play Battlefield. But I don't want to get blown up in a ninja game, especially like that right there. A little stupid. But anyway, back to what I was saying about saving your supplies. If you're in a good flow, I think I switched to the Kasura gun just to screw with this guy right here. So yeah, but don't do this. And it might have cost me too. Yep, he's gonna hit me with this. So yeah, I was better off just staying with the Tonfas and finishing him up. I wanted to screw with him because he was screwing with me. I was trying to get the OT there. Anyway, so yeah, if you have a good flow going on in the fight, then you don't have to Nempo. But if you don't like the way the flow is going, then Nempo. Or if you're at the end of a chapter, then you can, be a little more liberal about how you use your Nempo. So, and then also right here, I didn't even want to mess around with this dude because the foot soldiers plus Tenji is a big setup for him to grab you. And plus, this bird here likes to grab you a lot anyway, like a faggot, so he can be irritating. And yes, of course, the grab is an insta kill. You can't do anything to escape the grab. I know in chapter, I think 10, or whatever chapter you fight Zidonius, I was saying how you can, kind of escape the grab. Or not escape, but you can survive it. If Tenji grabs you, you can't survive it. So, don't get grabbed by him. It's a 4-hit combo right there. He has a 3-hit and he has a 4-hit combo. So just, yeah, that's a 3-hit right there. And then this has massive range. That's why I was running way over here. I said, no, you have to kill me like that. So yeah, the grab, the 3-hit and the 4-hit combo. His main attack is the 3 and 4-hit. So if you can avoid those safely, you've gotten half the fight won. And I guess he has the wind blade, so you should never die by the wind blades. But if you don't know what it does and you stand there and you try to block it, then it kill you. So yeah. Now this next fight coming up is the last part of the chapter. 2 things you should know: the Genshin fight, when he goes to do his Nempo, jumping in the air and shooting an arrow forces him to cancel the Nempo. That's tip number 1. And tip number 2, you'll see me do here in a short moment. You'll see me loop him with the Izuna, or with the Lunar Staff with the Izuna drop. Now, with the Tonfas, you can outright kill him instantly if you time it right, but it's not worth the hassle here. So it's just best to go ahead and put on the Lunar Staff, and by this point, it should be maxed out. And just catch him in his Izuna drop and keep looping it over and over, but you'll see how that works here in a minute.
So, you made it.
Genshin.
It erupts. Do you understand what this means?
The Archfiend quickens.
tantrums of the Archfiend never concerned me. All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come. Your lifeblood shall spill, and you shall die!
Why does he have more health than me? But whatever. So right here. Yep. Just do this in the drop. And when he gets up with the little hip flip or hip toss, just do the square triangle, square triangle again. You can catch him every time. Takes a little up right here. Look at this. See, I didn't do it, but when he goes to charge his Nempo, if you jump in the air and shoot an arrow at him, it forces him to cancel it every time, no matter how close you are to him. I'm just waiting for an opening to loop him again, so I don't want to fight him, you know, the long way. And it's really boring. It's really boring fighting this guy, especially after you come from fighting the Fiend Genshin all day. 2 dashes right there, so look out for that. Wait for the hip toss. When you see the hip toss, go in for it again. Yeah, bullshit. You see right there, he goes to the Nempo, jump and shoot the arrow, and cancels it out. No matter what weapon you have in your hand, that's how it works. Genshin, you are weak.
Not end this way, Genshin.
Well, here we are at the end of chapter 14. I'm actually looking forward to uploading 15 or even on the commentary for it. Mainly because it has the Elizabeth and or Fiend Elizabeth and the Fiend Genshin fight in it. It's pretty exciting. So, I'm looking forward to that, but that is the end of this for this commentary. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.